Hey, Grand Risings. I thought I'd make a little video today. I'm spending the day in the garden and I'm a little bit, not overwhelmed, but I'm struggling to figure out where to start. I keep starting jobs and then moving on to another one and going, oh, I want to do that, and oh, I want to do that, and oh, I want to do that, and just doing the whole like ADHD thing. And so I felt that if I made a video, it would bring me back into focus, because I started fixing the woodshed, and like I've started like trying to find somewhere for the pond, and then I've like got a compost bin, a compost space that I want to make, and then I started bringing like these beautiful stones over, which I'll show you in a minute. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a fire pit, and so I was like, right, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work, Kiyotaro. You need to focus. You need to do one thing at a time. And so I thought making a video would bring me into this moment, and I thought it would be cool to share with you. I've decided to focus on the fire pit today. The fire pit, all right? That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna, in a minute, I'm gonna show you the stones that I was blessed to have in this garden when we moved in. They were separating off a different section, but I'm gonna do something different with that section. And I was like, well, those stones would be perfect for the fire pit. And they are fucking beautiful. Like, I am so excited to have a fire in this fire pit. So I'm gonna like show you what I've done so far. And it's a little bit difficult because I don't have a spade. My spade broke. So I'm working with a fork and a shovel. But that's fine. That's fine. You know, what is it? Something is the mother of invention. Please give me that one. Somebody in the comments. Like, oh, what is it? Necessity. Thank you. Necessity is the mother of invention. So I'm sure it'll be beautiful and amazing. And I'm really excited to share this time and space with you. Yeah, so I'm going to show you what I've done so far. So as you can see, these spaces here, these were where the stones were. They were separating off a little space. There's not really anything in this space that I can see. And I'm going to use this space for something different. So I shall show you the beautiful stones. Oh, look, my mushroom patch, by the way. I'm going to fix this as well. I did separate it out, and then I started pulling it apart in my little ADHD whirlwind. But this is my mushroom patch. I have started cultivating some oyster mushrooms here, so I'm really excited as to how this is going to evolve, I suppose. But here are the beautiful stones, and as you can see, like, these are not just like stones. These are rocks. These are big, beautiful things, and they have like I've already spaced them out as to how they're going to be. As you can see, they're not going to be like that. They're going to be upright, and they're going to be sort of set into the fire pit. And I've just started digging it, and then I got distracted and started doing something else, and that was when I decided I was going to make a video to ground me in to this space. So yeah, there we go. Let's get started. So what I'm noticing at the minute is that this is such good soil. Like, I am so excited to be working with this garden. Like, I'm really excited. I'm just digging out the middle of the fire pit. I'm going to be using this soil to make some little planters. I've got some like crates, some old crates that I'm going to like line and use as planters for different vegetables, herbs, etc, etc. Might even use it for a worm farm. I'm planning on doing a worm farm. I'm quite excited about that. I've never made a worm farm before. It's apparently really, really good for the garden. And so that's what I'm going to be doing with the inside of the fire pit. Oh, hey guys. Oh, you're a cool looking fella. Let's move you out the way. Go in there. There you go. I'll be a conduit to source, a bridge, the missing link. I'll keep my eyes upon my path and focus on my pace. See the meditation in mundane, the journey, not the place. I'll keep my heart wide open so I can love with ease. To help me see the things with grace that I need to release. I'll observe my triggers so I can break the chains of the karmic. Okay, so I have finished placing my stones. I was getting a little bit pedantic, I think, with them. I was being a little bit like, oh, I want them to be in a perfect circle, but I don't think it's going to be in a perfect circle, and that's fine. I have to just accept it. They were different size stones, there was different thicknesses, there was different like heights, so I've had to like try my best to make them into as much of a circle, and I've just seen a thing there that I need to adjust. Give me 2 seconds. So I'm going to show you where I've placed them, and then I'm just going to fill it in and push it all down. Just make sure that they're secure. Like pad the, like really push and smoosh all the soil in around them, and just make sure that it's it's solid, stable. Yay, then that's my fire pit. So as you can see, I've put them all in nicely. I've placed them in kind of as best as I can to make them as even as possible. There's just some gaps around here now that I'm just going to put the soil in and just really push it in and solidify it and make it solid and secure. And basically, as we have fires in it, it will harden the ground underneath and it will bake it in. Hey Robin, I don't know if you saw that little guy then just drop down and go hey. It's already been blessed by the robin, so that's nice. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. Who you really are and what you really need, because life is full of choices about which one you feed, so you can feed the fear. This is my idea of heaven. Just feeling the earth in my hands and just getting it in there, just smooshing it in. I love it. Okay, so this is the completed fire pit. As you can see, it is not as even as I would have liked it to be, but that is how it has come, and that is how it will be, and that is how it is meant to be. So I am going to be very grateful that I have these beautiful stones, that I have had the energy and the body to craft this fire pit, this space. So I'm going to be very grateful for it and not be picky and pedantic and just downright anal. But there you go, this is the completed fire pit. So I realised I was just pointing the camera at the fire pit, and thought I would finish off with my face and my muddy hands. I've had so much fun. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take, actually. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, because the stones were really heavy, and they were all different sizes and shapes and depths and heights, and it was quite I thought it was going to be harder to get them into a circle, but actually it didn't take that long at all. I'm really happy with it. I have like buckets now of soil, and some of the, I don't know what they're called, some let me get one, this stuff. So behind me is the start of my compost bin. I'm so excited to start this, but I need some more pallets. I am manifesting pallets as we speak. I'm requesting that the universe send me some pallets, and a spade. It wouldn't be so useful. But this is the strawberry patch, but in the strawberry patch there is like I don't need a strawberry patch this big. I would like to utilise this space a little bit more than just like loads of wild strawberries, because I don't know if you've seen wild strawberries, but they're tiny. And you know, they're pretty and they're beautiful and the birds love them, but I would like to utilise this space. I have a space for a strawberry patch over there, but within this space there are quite a few of these. I don't know what these are. I don't know what they're called, but I do know that, you know, I appreciate all plants and all lives and all beings and whatnot, and I know that everything has its place, but this can be quite invasive and it grows really quickly. And so I'm not going to be putting this in my compost bins. I've got buckets of what I've taken out of the fire pit, and I'm going to be sifting this. So I have a little tray over here for invasive things I don't want to put in my compost, and I'm going to be letting those kind of dry out and then probably burning them, and I'm going to be sifting the soil. So the soil is going to get sifted. Anything that's not invasive is going to go in the compost. Anything that's invasive is going to go in this tray to dry out, and then I'll be burning it when it's dried out. And then the soil that I'm going to be sifting, I'm going to be keeping to one side. I already have one, wait there, that I've made. Oh. So, as you can see, this crate, they're like shopping crates, supermarket crates, I don't know what they're called. They're called the crates, these things. And what I've done is, one of the big dog bag liner, like the dog food bags, I have lined it, if you can see, in here, with that, so that's not been wasted. And then the soil that I have sifted that was like didn't have roots and weeds in, I have put inside. And then this is basically, it's a little planter, it's a little bed ready. I can put this on the concrete space, so the concrete space isn't like wasted. I've got like several of these crates that I'm looking forward to planting in. I have some other things I'm going to utilise. I am going to try and make little videos of what I do in the garden and how I make it usable. Yeah, and just, you know, share the joy of the universe and Gaia and all the plants and the beings and the creation and the love and existence. The robin was watching me. He kept dropping in. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but yeah, he was about. I am now going to get to work on my mushroom bed, because the fire pit didn't take as long as I expected it to. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Mushroom bed. So there you go. Thank you for joining me in making my fire pit. I'm pretty certain that when I have my first fire in here, I'll do a little video. You can join me in this, in the blessing of the fire pit. And I'm so happy. Sun shining. When I woke up this morning, it was like a spring day, and it's not spring, so that's dangerous because, you know, winter will come back in with a vengeance. But I'm so blessed for this day. I'm so grateful that the sun is shining and that I had the ability to make this fire pit, the stones, that I was blessed with these beautiful stones. And I did quite well with my shovel and my fork. But I would love a spade, please. I'm sure one will drop out of the sky quite dangerously. Yeah, so thank you for joining me in the making of this fire pit. Obviously, you know, if you're not blessed with like moving into a house that's got these massive like stones, you can use smaller stones. In my old house, I just used like, you know, kind of rocks. I might go out on a walk with a bag and like find the odd like rock about this big and just stick it in my bag and come home with it, and, you know, request permission, obviously. Gaia, you know, sometimes they're not always for taking, but sometimes they are. I found that when I just listened and looked, the right one would jump out at me. Yeah, or you can use like house bricks. If you've got house bricks, just, you know, you could like put them on an angle and do them in a circle. There's loads of ways you can do it. Yeah, thank you. And I hope this has inspired you to make your own fire pit in your own garden. You don't have to go out and buy a chimney, you don't have to go out and buy a bin thing, you know, as long as you've got stones around it to keep the fire contained, and you're careful and responsible and accountable. Yeah, make your own fire pit. Anyway, blessings on your day. Thank you for joining me. I love you very much. I'm not going to give you a kiss because I have muddy hands. Have a great day. Mwah.